So often when job seekers are looking for work, they run into a couple of different things. One is they don't know what they want to do. Or two, they don't know what opportunities there are in the specific area that are up and coming. And the Career Clarity Pod is going to be designed to help answer, among other things, those two questions. But in order to do that, we have to first provide them guidance on where the opportunities lie. And so I want to introduce Dr. Byron Clayton.
What this is, it's a tool that people can use to surf occupations. So we've identified 4 targeted career sectors that offer a lot of opportunities here in Hillsborough County. So we're starting with those 4 sectors, and I'll kind of go through those. But the tool is meant so that people can quickly surf and look at different occupations, look at different career sectors and tracks, and most importantly, they can tie those to the training programs that are on our eligible training provider list. Okay, so the programs that we want to push them to, they can link those to specific occupations and career tracks.
We have our employability skills workshops that I mentioned earlier, and we offer a career mapping workshop twice a month with a virtual reality component. And I had one gentleman who was a veteran who had done some welding while he was in the military, working in a metal shop. And he said, I'm just going to try the welding one because I'm going to see how good it actually is. And he took that off at the end. He went, it's exactly the way I did it for 10 years in the military. He said, it's unbelievable that they've got it like down to the minute detail, even putting on the PPE and grounding the machine. He said, it's an amazing tool. And so he's been back to do it again even since then. So we are starting to see some repeat customers and repeat business for that. And I think it just has the potential to really open up some possibilities for us. I'm looking forward to, we're going to be in some training on Thursday with some additional staff to get certified on this so that they can begin using it to educate customers as well. So I'm going to face this way to see the image that we're needing to see. And then there's a strap up here on top. Is that comfortable? Not quite. Okay, so yeah, you can adjust the back there. Let me know when you're good. All right, we see your right hand. All right, we're going to slip this lanyard over your hand. Okay, we're going to put that controller right there. Hold out your left hand. Lanyard over. Okay, so yeah, so middle finger on this button on the side right there. Index finger on the trigger on both sides. Thumb inside the circle. So now with your right hand, you see the start button on the screen. With the arrows to the left or right, you can navigate through the different sectors. So, so you see different equipment. So point the laser that you see at one of those arrow buttons.
One of the arrows?
So look on the desk right in front of you, look down.
Okay.
Oh, too far, right there. You see those arrows?
Okay.
Now pull that right trigger button. There you go. And this is your trigger button right here on your index finger. Okay. So pull that again. And it allows you to rotate through. So, Mr. English, when you see one that's interesting, hit the Start menu. All right, and then, so under this one, we have the one module and fire extinguisher safety. So if you want to try that one, point that up and pull that trigger button. There you go.
Fire extinguishers are a great thing to have around in an emergency. Today, we're going to learn how to use one so you'll be able to act if there's ever a fire at your workplace. If there is a fire, the first thing to do is alert the fire department and everyone in the building so they can move to safety. Many work sites will have a fire alarm that you can activate, which may also alert local first responders. If not, you may need to call 911 from a phone. Even if you are able and authorized to use a fire extinguisher, it's important to alert first responders as your first step so they can arrive as soon as possible. It's important to alert everyone in the building so they can move to safety. Before we learn how to use a fire extinguisher, let's take a moment to talk about the different types. In general, your employer will keep the right extinguisher on hand at your job site. So, the right fire extinguisher to use in an emergency is the one you have nearby. But just so you know, here are the symbols you will see on a fire extinguisher and what they mean. Many fire extinguishers are called
Look
multi-purpose
down a
fire
little bit.
extinguishers and are marked A, B, C.
There we go.
A stands for ash. Class A fires are any fire that creates ash, such as burning wood, paper, textiles, most plastics, and many other types of materials. B stands for boiling or bubbling. Class B fires include any flammable liquid like gasoline, grease, or acetone. C stands for current. If the fire involves electrical equipment that is plugged in with a charged electrical current, it's a Class C fire. Some industries use certain metals that require a special extinguishing agent if they catch fire. Those work sites should have a Class D fire extinguisher on hand. Class D fire extinguishers are often yellow. K stands for kitchen. Some professional kitchens use oils and fats that cook at very high temperatures, which can create rapidly spreading fires. Class K fire extinguishers have special agents in them to combat these potent kitchen fires. Again, multi-purpose ABC fire extinguishers are really common, but be aware that some fire extinguishers may be marked for some types of fires, with slashes that show they're not for other types of fires. Employers are tasked with keeping the right extinguishers on hand for the fires most likely to occur in that location. Pick up this fire extinguisher. Use the grip button on your controller to pick up the fire extinguisher.
So you probably have to take a step forward, you're a little bit further away from it. There you go. Now,
The first thing to do is pull the pin out of the side. Go ahead and pull the pin out now. Use the grip button on your controller.
so on your other hand, you're gonna pull the pin out.
The first thing to do is pull the pin out of the side.
Oh,
Now,
there
let's
you
get
go.
ready to aim. Use the grip button on the other controller to grab hold of the fire extinguisher's hose. Great! This is how you hold a fire extinguisher, with your fingers around the lower handle and your other hand holding the middle of the hose. Now, turn around and have a look at that pile of wood scraps in the middle of the room.
Alright, so
I'm going
slowly
to start
turn.
a small contained fire here, just to give you something to practice on.
Going.
Remember,
There you
fires
go.
can grow very quickly. The fire may grow faster than you can put it out. It's important to make sure your back is to an exit door so you can escape if the fire grows fast and takes over the whole room. Take a quick look over your shoulder now. When you're aiming the fire extinguisher at a fire, you're going to want to aim at the base of the fire. Aim the fire extinguisher at the target now.